Hello, Mike Reynolds here, and welcome to another episode of Real Life After 70. Today, we're going to continue the discussion of reinventing our lives. Now, and we're going to discuss a couple of challenges that I think most of us will face if we attempt to reinvent our life. Our lives are going to get reinvented one way or another regardless of whether we have much input into it or not. I mean, we'll either react to the circumstances that confront us, or we're going to take charge and we're going to respond to life's challenges in an organized way that we can hopefully have a little bit more control over. So I think, this reinvent, it's also a matter of respond versus react. And let's try to respond. So today, we're going to look at a couple of different things. And the first one, I think, is the criticisms and judgments that we're going to inevitably receive and hear, either directly or subtly or through other people, from friends and family, friends that we've known for many years, and family that we may have known for all of our lives or pretty darn close to it. And how that's a tough one, that we can overcome because we got to respect them. The, they have their lives to live, and they should try to realize that we have our life to live as well. And I think that's the point to get across to them is that, hey, you know, I've studied this, I've thought about this for a long time, and I think my life could change a little bit in this direction. So I'm going to work on that, and I hope you support me. So, I mean, we can just do it at that level. I don't think we need to shut people off from our lives. I mean, if they can't support us for, trying to make our life a little bit better, heck with them. So, but you got to live with them, I guess. I don't know. I tend to, I I love my family, and as far as I know, they are very supportive of what I'm doing. And this is a good example, I think, of doing something different. Here I am. I'm on camera on YouTube, and I'm also on all these podcast channels. So like Apple and Google and Spotify, blah, blah, blah. So the technology is baffling me to no end. So I'm keep learning, and that's one of the other things I wanted to talk a little bit about today is that learning thing. But anyway, I am finding that my family and friends, for the most part anyway, are supportive. If they are not supportive, at least they're being quiet about it. So, and I appreciate that. The other thing that I do want to talk about that is it's a tough one for me is dealing with learning new things and the technology that's involved, like putting together this podcast and recording. And I know this isn't top quality. Of course, it's not professional. I use a mic that's off of my headphones, and using the camera on my laptop. So it is what it is. And I hope I get a valid point across. And that's the main thing is that are we giving out some value here? Because I tell you, I think as we get older and set in our ways, we kind of need permission to do something different. We've always done it this way. We don't want to change. We've always lived at this address for our adult life. We don't want to change. Well, I tell you, there's a lot of people in your life that's going to say that to you, but it's your life. We want to live it in our terms. I tell you, as another example, last fall, we sold our house. We got it rid of, well, we've still got some things to get rid of, but we took our life on the road for 6 months almost that we traveled. And I tell you, it was scary at first, giving up that and realizing that, hey, when we drove out of that driveway the last time, we had a camper on board, and that camper is our home now. And we've had a wonderful time. Sure, there's been some stress, and there's been some wondering, like, God, we don't have a home to go back to. But we've changed that too. So do have a home base now, and things happen, but they wouldn't have happened if we hadn't taken that big step of going for it, going for it, going for it. That's what we've got to do is go for it. So I'm going to leave you with that for now. I'm going to try to put one of these episodes out every couple of days because I think it's important that we get a message out there to the world and to each of us that just because we're over 70, our life is not over. We can reinvent and we can revamp and we can rehabilitate, and we can remodel and all of those things. So keep it up. And please share with me some of the obstacles that you're facing, how you've overcome them, or if you haven't overcome them, what kind of help might you need? Because we're going to look at some resources and things as we go forward and see how we can help each other out. And that's the main thing too, because as we get older, we're going to need the support. We keep losing friends every day. So we need to keep making new ones too. So anyway, I hope you'll be my friend and have a wonderful day. And I'm signing off for now. And we'll be back and talking real soon.